So if you ever wondered when is the best time to actually go straight to the supplier to source your goods from for your e-commerce business, I'm going to be showing you 4 different signs that it is time to make the switch from platform straight to supplier. First, let's define what it means to go straight to the source. That means going on domestic Chinese platforms and paying in RMB to the supplier directly, either on the platforms like 1688, Pinduoduo, Taobao, Weidian, etc., or other payment methods like WeChat Pay, Alipay, or even direct bank transfers. Most platforms where you pay in US dollars, like AliExpress or Alibaba, are not actually straight from the source, but instead sourcing agents acting in the middle. So, for the first sign of when you should consider going straight to the source, means that you have tested the market and the product. You are currently not in the speculation stage and you know your target market. And you have somewhat of a steady and reasonable method of forecasting your future sales. It can be good to test the market straight from the source, but you will have a tough time convincing the supplier of large volumes and flexibility when it comes to the pricing. In fact, if you order small quantities, they are not likely to work with you and will mainly be a pain for you to work with. The second sign is that you have a fulfillment center to inspect, store, and pack your products. Note that if you go straight to the source immediately, most of the time they don't have automated systems. So it is recommended to have a fulfillment center of some kind in between the factory and the customer, whether it's something like Amazon FBA or the fulfillment centers I have mentioned in my previous videos. Now, these fulfillment centers, although you may think they're acting like a middleman, they can actually help automate your business because solely buying on platforms like 1688, it is quite difficult to automate orders. Instead, the fulfillment center can connect your products to your e-commerce store via their website and help with the automation piece. Otherwise, you would have to do everything manually when it comes from ordering on 1688, shipping it to your freight forwarder, and then finally shipping it to your customer, which is just not an efficient way to run an e-commerce store. Whether it's Amazon FBA or even a third party, actually have the systems in place to connect directly to your WooCommerce store and Shopify store. So if you get an order on your Shopify store, it would automatically get the inventory from the fulfillment center. It will give the tracking number when it's shipped and update your customer automatically. If you're using a platform like 1668, you need to do a little bit more extra work manually, and there are automatic methods you can do, but it's going to require an investment. Before going into the third sign that you should actually consider going straight to the supplier, if you are finding value from this video, please like it and subscribe to listen to more content on how to optimize your e-commerce business when sourcing from China. So the third sign that you should consider if you want to go straight to the supplier is that you want to increase the bottom line for your already existing business. Again, I have to emphasize this is for already existing businesses if you already have some kind of a predictable revenue each month. If you are used to sourcing from platforms like AliExpress or Alibaba, you can invest on sourcing from 1688 with already existing shipping agents that you may be already using with Alibaba or even fulfillment centers. There are providers that allow you to purchase on 1688 directly and automatically ship the products inside of China to your respective warehouse. Although in those cases, it does require an upfront and monthly investment. Once these channels are established, on average, you can improve your bottom line by 20 to 30% depending on your product. I know the marketing for Alibaba and AliExpress seem very good, but when you actually do the math and you buy directly from the source on RMB and you pay the freight forwarder or the shipping agent in RMB directly, you can get tons of savings, especially if you're buying in the hundreds or thousands of products. You gotta love the leverage you have when you have the methods to pay the suppliers directly, as they tend to be more flexible. Believe it or not, it costs money to change USD to RMB. So the more that you can remove the cost for the supplier, the more likely they will be able to work with you. And the fourth sign that you should actually consider going straight to the supplier is that you know how the Chinese systems work and have methods to communicate with the suppliers directly. If you don't understand the mindset or methods of communication in China, you will have a tough time. The mindset of suppliers and the mindset of shipping agents or sourcing agents are very different. Also, a lot of these platforms are literally foreign to you and are all in Chinese language with almost no ways to change it to English. So you can get quite lost on the return policies quite easily and not know how to handle messy situations like returns, refunds, or even wrong items that were shipped to the warehouse. If you want an overview of all these Chinese platforms you can use to source from, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching.